Valencia as a club have fallen off massively. They have been in the Champions League final about 20 years ago. But since their owner Lim took over, the budget has been massively trimmed down. And now they are in financial trouble, as well as having finished in lower mid-table last season. And so today it is Rebuild Sombrero's job to take over this Valencia side and bring them not only to Spanish glory but to old European glory days. But we have to follow a certain rule. At the end of this rebuild we can only have Spanish players in this squad, so we can only buy Spanish players. And players like, I don't know, Mamardashvili, that will hurt. They have to go. Because at the end of the day, we will have to have a fully Spanish team here. First thing I'm doing is using this 5-star, 4-star scout here, the default scout, sending him to Spain for 9 months to find us talents, because they can be really useful. I'm gonna transfer list all the non-Spanish players like Mamardashvili, this Diakabi guy. I mean, he's 26, could have helped us, but unfortunately he won't. Özkacar also gets on to the transfer list. A lot of Spanish players, that's good. Jarek is a great potential player for the future. Fulquier goes on to the transfer list, of course. Just like Oraya here. Almeida as well, that is really a loss as well. Andre Almeida, he has to go as well, our number 10. I'm also going to terminate the loans here from Peter, from Masnar. All the loan players get back to their clubs, or I mean, like Castillejo, why is he even on loan out? He's one of the best players on this position. Players I do have quite high hopes for is Guerra and Duro, our striker 2377, and our CM/Cam, who is 2074. As well as Lopez on the left wing, left midfield. He is 2176. You can see I have changed the formation to fit in Guerra. Yaremchuk also gets sold, the Ukrainian. He was the default starter. But yeah, we'll have to do a lot of work. We only have 3 transfers per season as well, so we have to be smart on top of being, of course, getting the players out that are non-Spanish. I'm gonna use the counter-attacking style of play here with Valencia, as we are not one of the weakest sides, but certainly not one of the strongest either, so that fits well with the team, I would say. We have 68 million also in our budget, which is not too bad. I was able to sell Kemer to Real Betis. Almeida has gone to Sevilla. Mamardashvili, that hurts. He goes to Napoli for 42 million. 5 million for Castillejo. He was already relatively old. 28, 75. Not a lot of upside to his rating. Gonzalez goes to Rangers. And then Diakabi to Al Hilal for 10 million. Fulquier to Besiktas. Correa to Newcastle. I mean, that's another painful transfer. 16 million. And Fadal to Vélez. And then a few loans as well. And I have found the 3 players that I'm going to sign. 3 Spanish players. 1 centre-back, 1 left winger, and 1 goalkeeper. Big players, all of them. Ramiro, of course, and the 28-year-old, 84-rated goalkeeper. Torres, the long-lost son. He transferred away from Valencia a few years ago. He's, of course, at Barcelona, 23, 83. And then Marmol, Mika Marmol, a talented Spanish left centre-back, actually. We need centre-backs, as we have lost Diakabi and others, Kemer as well. First of it is Alex Ramiro coming into the club for 43 million from Real Sociedad. Ferran Torres is the main milestone of my project here. I want to build around Valencia. 74 million he cost us, an arm and a leg. And last but not least, it is Mika Marmol coming in for 19 million from Las Palmas. Marmol slots right into that left centre-back spot, 2276. Torres, of course, the left winger, the new star man of this club. And then we have, where is he? Ramiro into the goalkeeping spot ahead of Jaume. And that's how we roll for this first season. I know that Canos is here, out of position. I also don't have a backup striker for Duro. We didn't really do the appropriate moves, but I wanted to get Ferran in. Next season we have to go in for a right back as well as a backup striker to Duro. Maybe we can put Vasquez in here. That would be really nice. He's a left-footed. player, but for now that is alright. At the end of the first season with Valencia, we are in 7th spot. I would say that is not too bad. Very, very honestly. Atletico are surprising champions out of Barcelona and Madrid only in 3rd. But yeah, we will most probably play something like the Europa Conference League qualifiers or something. However, in the Copa de España, we absolutely got spanked against Barcelona in our first round, in our first outing. That is, of course, unlucky to face Barcelona. Because in the end, it is Barcelona effectively winning that title over Athletic Club. It's also Spanish domination in the Champions League as Real Madrid win an El Clasico over Barcelona in the final. The Europa League goes to Galatasaray, who win their second actually, European title in their history over Roma. And the Conference League finally, a very tense game, goes to Marseille over Besiktas, 3-2. I mean, Ferran Torres is just a cheat code. 86 overall at 24 years of age, 18 goals, double the goals than the second best scorer, Guerra, who has scored 9 goals from centre midfield, Lopez with 9 goals, and Enduro only with 7. I mean, that's a bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. He's up to 79, which is good, but yeah, we might see what we can do in the striking position then. But yeah, I mean, the team is coming together nicely. We have a few 80-plus rated players like, of course, Ramiro, the captain Gaia, Torres, of course. Guerra is also on his way up. Lopez is already 80 rated. He's gone up by about 3. And he's only 22 as well. Vasquez up to a 74 at 21. 77 for Mosquera. 79 for Marmol. This team is coming together nicely. Pepe Lu, one of the stars of this team, 83 rated. But as you can see, we've also promoted 3 youth academy players in Carrizo, 1764, Sanchez, 1765, a camel left midfielder, and a goalkeeper in Carrido. The last time Valencia finished in the top 7 was about 6 years ago, so we've already done a good job in our first season, I would say. Let's see what we can achieve in the second season with Valencia. Our first signing of the second season, of course, the Spanish route still gets followed. We go in for big talent from Atletico Madrid. Centre midfielder by the name of Pablo Barrios joining us for 30 million on the dot. I've also changed Lopez to a right winger, he's gone up by 1. Barrios slots right into that centre midfield here. I've changed the formation to a 4-3-3 holding with Pepe Lu at the CDM, Guerra and Barrios. We have done a lot of work in the market, getting players out like Sergi Caños, who goes to Osasuna for 7.4 million. Tarrega goes to Valladolid for 3 million. Iranzo to Toulouse, Tejon to Cluj, Tomi to Gaziantep. A lot of small amounts, but still, Jaume to Celta. That adds up, and in the end, we have 68 million in our budget now. That's when I finally bring in the right back that we craved for, especially last season. From Tottenham Hotspur, he's 24, 83 overall, a big upgrade on our current right back, who isn't even a real right back, in Vasquez, of course. It is Pedro Porro coming in from Spurs for 57 million, a big price for a big player. And last but not least, a final transfer for this season. I bring in a backup striker. We had a striker returning from loan, but he wasn't really it, and so I just put him into the swap deal here to get this man. A talented 21-year-old by the name of Ivan Asson from Stade Rennais in this save for 2 million plus Alberto Mari. Great deal. I mean, look at this team now. It's coming together better. Vasquez goes to the bench, of course, 21.74. For Porro, who is in the starting 11, 24.83. Barrios, of course, there as well. And we have, where is he? Ivan Azon, 21.71, still a bit low rated, but a good backup striker with a lot of potential to grow. We will effectively be in the Europa Conference League, and the expectation from the board is to win the cup, so yeah, we know what Season 2 is in the books, and oh my god, we have missed out on Champions League football by 1 single point. A single point is what holds us back from reaching Champions League football in Season 2. But still, I am amazed by how this team has done. 74 points in 38 games is great. Real Madrid the champions. We are only 7 points off Barcelona in second. The Copa de España goes to Atletico Madrid over Alaves on penalties. We have been beaten in the quarters actually, so we've made it to the quarters where we've been beaten by Real Betis. Not too bad actually. The Champions League goes to PSG over Atletico Madrid. The Europa League goes to Napoli over Aston Villa. And of course, we were in the group stages of the Europa Conference League where we topped our group in flying colour, 7 points out of Liège. We immediately went to the round of 16 where we scraped past Legia Warszawa from Poland on penalties. Quarterfinals, we beat Ferencvárosi from Hungary. But as soon as we come up against decent opposition in Besiktas, we get knocked out. And it is, in the end, Nice winning the Europa Conference League over Besiktas. It is once again the Ferran Torres show. He scored 32 goals, up to an 89, 11 assists as well. So he scored most goals, most assists by a country mile both. Pepe Lu, second best scorer with 12, as well as Fran Perez with 12. 11 for Duro. I mean, still, he hasn't really delivered, Duro. I would have expected him to have like the 30 goals. I mean, nobody expects someone to have 30 goals, but you get what I mean. Just about this team has missed out on Champions League football, but next season I do believe with one or the other improvement and by letting those players who are mostly still relatively young grow and grow, that can result in a lot of beautiful things. I mean, look at the ages, 22 in midfield. We have a 26-year-old Pepe Lu, 25 Torres, still already at an 89. Duro already also 25, 81. Lopez still only 23, already 84 rated. Porro at 25, 84. Ramiro still at an 86 at 30. He's one of the experienced players alongside, of course, the captain, left back Gaia. But yeah, I do believe that we've had a very good season. Second season, of course. 5th place. Very narrowly missing out on Champions League football. Next season, what I will show you is, of course, that every player in this squad is Spanish from now on. As you can see, every single player of this squad is now Spanish, so no non-Spanish player in this squad anymore. We are officially eligible to, of course, complete this challenge, the UEFA Champions League, but therefore we have to qualify first. That's our target of Season 3, of course. We'll have about 156 million, nearly a Champions League budget already, to go in for 3 different players this season. Of course, all of them need to be Spanish. And so to fill up the weakest spot in the starting 11, we go in for an absolute star player. His contract was expiring. He's 28, 85 rated. It is Robin Lenormand joining us from Atletico for 46 million. The second player we go in for is a backup goalkeeper, because our backup goalkeeper wasn't that strong behind Ramiro. I want to have a big man there. That's when I've gone in for the former Barcelona keeper, Arnau Tenas from PSG for 14 million. And finally, as a third player, yet another backup, because Fran Perez is going to join us, leave us, rather, because he submitted a transfer request. That's why we've gone in for this man. If you watch the Birmingham City career mode, you will know absolutely how much I love this guy and how much I've grown him as well. It is Hassan Diaune joining us from Real Betis, a man I know a lot about. 22.7 million he cost us. We have sold Fran Perez, as I said, to Barcelona of all clubs, 27.7 million as he wanted to leave. Rivero also goes to Granada, the third string goalkeeper now. And then the youth academy players Garrido, Carrizo and Sanchez all get loan moves away for 1 year. I mean, this squad with Lenormand, especially in that centre-back spot at 85 rated, is now looking menacing. Tenas on the bench gives us backup, just like Diaune, both of them 77 rated. Diao only 19 years of age, so still a man for the future, as we need at least a couple more seasons here with Valencia. Once again, the board expect from us, as we have climbed to the Europa League this season with a 5th place finish, that we have to win the cup. I mean, that board, Pedalim, you are really, really greedy. I have also just converted Diaune to a left winger, and as you can see, he's gone up by 2 overall to a 79. He can play on Season 3 is done and dusted, and we will be in the Champions League in Season 4, because we finished in 3rd place, ahead of Barcelona even. 10 points behind Atletico, who are once again the champions, but we are in 3rd place. That is absolutely bonkers. The Copa de España goes to Barcelona over Granada. So how did we go? We lost to Burgos, which is a second league club, if I'm not mistaken. Segunda Division club in the quarterfinal. The Champions League goes to Italy. Juventus win that over Manchester City. In the Europa League, we were in Group F. Ahead of Rangers, we topped that group. Then in the preliminary round, we didn't participate. Round of 16, we beat Celtic 4-1. Quarterfinals, we beat Marseille 2-1, but in the semis, we got beaten by Atletico Madrid, who have been defeated in the final by Borussia Dortmund. And finally, Liverpool win an all-British Conference League final. What are they doing in the Conference League? But oh well, over Aberdeen of all clubs, 3-2. Once again, Ferran Torres, absolutely bonkers. 22 goals for him, 15 assists even, 18 goals for Lopez, 15 for Guerra from Cam. He's up to an 89 at 23 years of age. Insane. The back line, 84, 86, 86. 89 rated Pepe Lu at 27. Again, as I said, Guerra 89, Barrios even up to an 84. Still relatively young, this team. I really looking forward to using this team in the Champions League. Third in La Liga is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I wouldn't have expected that in the third season. We'd already been the champion. In the fourth season, actually, we'd already played Champions League football. But yeah, in the Copa de España, again the quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Europa League, quite narrowly missed out on a Europa League final. But oh well, let's see what we can do in our first Champions League campaign in season number 4. The budget for season 4 is around 235 million, and that comes to good use here. First player into the club, a central midfielder. At this point, fighting with Barrios for that spot, it is Gabri Veiga joining us from Wolves of all teams for 80 million on the dot. We also bring in a new left back in Alejandro Balde plus Jesus Vasquez plus 15 million. That's a lot of money, but yeah, Balde comes into that side. He's 22 years of age. He will replace an aging Gaia. Sanchez returned from loan. He's 1977, potential to be special. Carrizo has lost his tag, so he gets sold. We of course have Gabri Veiga into this squad, 24, 85 rated. He chops and changes with, of course, Barrios, who is 1 year younger and 1 overall lower. Balde is at the left back spot with Gaia, same overall, but of course about 10 years, 9 years older Gaia. He's still a big asset to this team though. Get up to an 89, Duro 82, he still gets that chance, but Azon is on his heels. I didn't buy a new striker because I just saw this guy developing quite nicely, so yeah, let's give Duro the chance, but Azon is there to step in if he doesn't perform. Pablo Gonçalves goes to Cadiz for 3.1 million, and then Carrizo goes to Girona. Those are the 2 transfers that I've made out of this club, this transfer window. Our first outing in the Champions League in this rebuild with Valencia will be a tough one. In a group with Inter Milan, Salzburg and Bodo Glimt, who will most probably be the whipping boys. So yeah, let's see what we... I am absolutely gobsmacked. At the halfway point of season number 4, we are in first place. In first place with only 1 loss after 19 games. That is incredible. 6 points ahead of Villarreal of all teams. Real Madrid in 3rd, 8 points behind us, and Barcelona in 5th, 13 points already behind us. And in a very tight group, I mean, oh my god, 2nd place, same points than 1st place Inter and 3rd place Salzburg. Bodo Glimt as expected the whipping boys, but yeah, we come 2nd on same points than the other 2. Salzburg really, I'm sorry for you guys. 11 points and you get knocked out. Round of 16, we will face, of course, we have to face Manchester City then. I mean, yeah, Inter didn't have it easier because they've drawn Barcelona. If you enjoyed this video, lads, then please consider dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps the growth of the channel. Here we are then at the Estadio Mestalla for Valencia against Manchester City. Full strength starting 11 against the English Giants. Can we cause an upset here at home at the Mestalla? It's a 3-all draw. What a game. Haaland scores, Guardiola, Grealish. And for us it is Hugo Duro with a brace and Pepe Lu with a goal. The Etihad Stadium is upon us. It is the 2nd leg between Manchester City and Valencia. Quick simming the game with a full strength starting 11 here at the Manchester City Stadium, and we win 2-1. That is great. Hugo Duro in the 1st minute, Gabri Veiga with the winner. We win 5-4 against the Citizens. Crazy stuff. In the quarterfinals we will face Napoli, first away from home. In their own backyard, in the Olympic Stadium, with a very good starting 11. Can we take something from Napoli once again? Yes, we win there as well. Javi Guerra, he's been an absolute superstar. He turns the game around on his own with a brace. Osimhen gave Napoli the lead, but we win at Napoli's ground. For the return leg, we host Napoli at home. A few tired players, especially in the front three, but let's just get through this. Let's get to the semi-finals, and we do. 2-2. Hugo Duro and Ferran with our goals. Politano and Osimhen gave them goals back, but that's not enough. Simply put, we are off to the semi-finals for the first time in about 20 years in Valencia's history. Semi-finals and yet another Italian job here. We face Juventus, first at home, at the Mestalla Stadium, with a good 11, but some of them, like Balde, like Torres, are tired. I've also switched out, where is he? Lopez for Diao. He's on the right wing. So let's go here. Let's quick sim this game against the Italian powerhouse. And we come away with a win. Hugo Duro, who I wasn't sure about him, but he scored a brace, a very important one. Barella gave Juventus one back. That is a bit strange because Barella is an Inter player in real life, but oh well. He's playing for their biggest rivals now. But Hugo Duro gives us the winner, even though he missed the pen. The second leg is upon us at the Juventus Stadium. We are up 2-1. Can we confirm our spot in the Champions League final? Yes! Oh my god, we absolutely tonked them, and it's Hugo Duro with another brace. Diego Lopez also scores 5-1. We tonk Juventus in the semi-finals, and we are off to a Champions League final. We will face Liverpool, one of the best teams in the world. That's gonna be very, very tough. Milan win the Europa League over Newcastle United, and Aston Villa win the Conference League over PSV from the Netherlands. In the Copa de España, we have been knocked out in the round of 16 to Real Madrid, who go on to win that tournament 2-1 in the final against Sevilla. But we are the La Liga champions. I mean, wow. Same points than Madrid, who did a very good job in the second part of the season. But we are ahead on goal difference, I suppose. 2 better goal difference, and that's what decides this La Liga. Barcelona once again down in 4th, Villarreal in 3rd. Very good season for them. And the champions Atletico have all the way fallen down to 5th. That's the first title, the first trophy of this rebuild with Valencia. Certainly responsible for that league title and the Champions League final are Ferran Torres, 28 goals, 9 assists, incredible stats, 94 overall at 27 years of age, he's incredible. 19 goals even for Duro, who has really stepped up this season, 10 goals in the Champions League alone, more goals in the Champions League than in La Liga, that is crazy. The Yao with 13 goals, he's up to an 86 as well, crazy. Get up to a 91 with 10 goals. I mean, all the players delivered, even Porro from right back with 8 goals and 9 assists. Now we have the opportunity at the Arena of Schalke to complete the rebuild here with Valencia after the league title. We also have the opportunity to win the big one, the Champions League. Here we are then, in Germany, at the Arena of Schalke, for Liverpool against Valencia. The old Spanish side here from Valencia, old Spanish core of course. Start off well with Lopez, a chance immediately, and we score! After only 6 minutes, it is Lopez, who gives us the lead actually. He's about 87 rated, would have never expected that. He's an OG Valencia player, our number 7, with the opener here. I mean, Ellison did a bit of a strange movement there in net as well. The question is, how will Liverpool respond to this early setback? It's Martinelli who will change to Liverpool, but we do well here on the right defending side. Now a ball in Behind it is, this is Vega. Gabri Vega looking for options. We look very, very dangerous on the break and on the attack in general. Now Lopez again. Lopez, good ball inside. Trent with the ball out. We still apply the pressure. It's Guerra. Xavi Guerra. Guerra! 2-0! Quarter of an hour played. We are 2-0 up. Xavi Guerra, one of the superstars of this team. We pile on the pressure here. And then Xavi Guerra with a fantastic finish. Cold as the night. Past Alisson to make it 2-0 to Valencia early doors here. And this is on ultimate difficulty. Rebuild Sombrero is delighted. Only Watkins made the move to Liverpool here as well. Here he is on the ball. Loses it, still has it, but gets a free kick. The free kick for Liverpool. Willie Shea won't shoot from there. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're never gonna beat Remiro from there, my friend. But here comes Porro. Pedro Porro. Liverpool are panicking already because now we can get in behind once again. It's Lopez. We can kill Liverpool here. It's Duro. And Alisson with a big save. Nearly the third one. Liverpool are still a bit in shock. Maybe now through Ollie Watkins they can do something. Ollie Watkins. Why so easily through? But Remiro with a good save. Corner kick now. Dembele into Martinelli. Careful. That's too easily. How he gets through here. And oh my god. Remiro with another save. Now here comes Lopez. Lopez plays it inside for Duro. Look at this space here in behind. Liverpool are completely exposed and it's 3-0. Guerra on the rebound. We are 3-0 up. Xavi Guerra. He mocks Liverpool here. It's a brace for this man. Just look at how much space Duro gets. One good ball into him. And then, yeah, he shoots. Alisson with a save, but he can't save the second one. We are 3-0 up. I've never been this dominant in a Champions League final so far. For the second half, I bring on Captain Jose Gaya, who also gets the captaincy armband here. Just like that. That's how you can do it, the trick here. Just take the captain out, bring him in again, and then you get your default captain here in Gaya. Martinelli starts off the second half against Porro. Pedro Porro against Martinelli. Still Porro. But Martinelli gets the ball back. Careful here. It's danger. But we defend that well. It's Lenormand. What a defender. Now, can we maybe create a counter-attack? Good ball now out to Lopez. Lopez looking for somebody else here. That was a foul? No, it wasn't, says the referee. Rice, who made the move to Liverpool. Into Martinelli. Martinelli with a good ball into Rice. Declan Rice now with a chance to get one back. But Lenormand is there again. Not for the first time tonight. On the counter, it's an open game. Liverpool are very exposed at the back. We are standing tall so far. Now Rice, Declan Rice. Goes inside, still Declan Rice. Good chance now for Liverpool and they get one back. They get one back. Yeah, celebrate my friend. Celebrate as long as you want. We are still 3-1 up. Just to give us some fresh legs, I want to try out Diao here. And then Barrios as well for Vega. Careful, Liverpool now have got the momentum. Let's not concede again. Lenormand again with a fantastic intervention, but loses the ball then. And now comes Declan. Declan Rice. Again, Declan Rice. He doesn't give up here. Brings a good ball inside and Remiro with a big save. We can maybe, just maybe go on the counter. Everything is open there. Good ball for Guerra. Xavi Guerra goes. Xavi Guerra. Can he find someone in the middle? Still Guerra. It's Diao. For Barrios. Oh my god, how did he miss that? How did he miss that? Pablo Barrios could have decided the game here. But he decides to put it wide. Here come Liverpool again. But yeah, they are just not inspired enough. I mean, they will lose that Champions League final here. Because they've not been good enough. That's as simply put as possible. Hugo Duro loses the ball, but that should about be it. Maybe a last attack for Liverpool. Remember, they are 2 goals down. Maybe they get one back. That wouldn't be so great. But oh well. It's Gakpo. Gakpo. We get it away. Still Liverpool. And that is it. The ref just blows in the penalty box. We win that Champions League final 3-1. We were absolutely dominant, rampant in that first 45. and we absolutely deserve the win of the Champions League. 3-0 up at half-time, Guerra with a brace, Lopez with a goal, Watkins gives Liverpool one back. But within 4 seasons, we have put Valencia back on the map, not only in Spain, but also on the biggest stage there is in Europe, the UEFA Champions League. Winners, double winners, FC Valencia in Season 4. All of that has been achieved by building a Spanish core, only Spanish players in this squad, in this Champions League winning squad. And that has been a blast, guys. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. And if you did, then please consider dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. I'll leave you alone, let you enjoy this title celebrations now. Jose Gaya with the Champions League trophy for Valencia.